white papers on pensions. And one of the things that they looked at a little while ago, this was back in David Cameron's government, is they did a white paper on the Lifetime ISA. Mm-hmm. Lifetime ISA is a product that you can use now, and you can add money into it to use to buy your first home. So if you can put £4,000 a year into it, and the government will give you £1,000 bonus. So it's £5,000 a year that you'll have in your ISA, and you can use that either to buy your first home before the age of 40, or if you don't buy a home till that point, you can take it as a pension from age 60. Okay. But if you take it out before 60 for anything other than buying your house, you have that bonus taken back off you, and a little bit more. So you get penalised.
Is it capped?
No, it's not capped. There's no lifetime cap on it.
So, but for how much percentage they'll give you for buying your first home? So for every 4,000 you put in, they give you 25%, which is 1,000.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I've got a right to buy ISA as well.
Help to buy, yeah.
Help to buy ISA, yeah. And it was, I believe they capped it on 25% on up to 12 grand.
12 grand, that's it, yeah.
So is that the same for...
There's no cap on the lifetime ISA, no.
There's no cap on?
No. You do have limitations as to the value of the property you can buy. So £400,000 is the value of the property, the maximum value of a property you can buy. But there's no cap on how much you can put into that lifetime ISA now.
So if someone was to be on that lifetime
other than the annual cap.
Okay, so 4,000 put in. So if they put in over the space of 10 years 40,000, they will get given 10,000 by the government to help purchase this property.
Yes,
that's amazing.
Brilliant. It's a really good product, and most of the banks and investment platforms now have them. Okay. Not everyone's really aware of them.
Okay, no, I'm not.
But lifetime ISAs were originally designed to be a sort of hybrid ISA pension, and I love this idea, and I really think it would work well. And it would target two big problems with the country at the moment. One of them is first-time buyers getting on the property ladder, and the other is people saving for their retirements. We can't afford to pay state pensions at triple ox for the next 50 years. You know, people our age are going to see a very different structure of state benefits when we finish working. Yeah. I have no idea what it will look like, but the cost to the government is astronomical. So that will change. So there is this impetus on individuals to save for their own retirement. Hence, auto-enrollments come in. They've effectively passed the weight and the cost onto employers by forcing them to add into employees' pensions. And that trend will continue. Now, the Lifetime ISA in the white paper consultation was designed to be this product where potentially your employer would pay into it, you would pay into it in the same way that you do with pensions now. But before the age of 30, you could use that fund for a deposit on a house. Or if you don't use it by 30, then it's a pension, and you don't have it until you get to age 55.
Or 40.
Well, this was the consultation period. Yeah. The Lifetime ISA now is... it's nothing to do with employers, it's nothing to do with auto-enrollment, it's nothing to do with pensions. So it just became another version of the Help to Buy ISA with some slightly different features and slightly more improvements to it. But like I said, initially it was to be that product that employers and you would pay into when you started working. So if you built up a fund of, £10,000, £15,000 maybe, by the time you're 30, which I think a lot of people would find achievable. If you go into work from 16, you're likely to have done that. And then you can use that to buy a house, because a lot of people are getting to 30, 35 and they've got that sort of money in a pension, maybe a bit more even, but they've got nothing in the way of savings, or certainly nowhere near enough to put a deposit down on a house. So the ability to kind of almost use your pension to buy your house, or what's called a Lifetime ISA in consultation, is something that I think the government may go back to. It's almost like a sidecar investment where you either use it to buy a house or you use it for your retirement. Obviously, if you did use it to buy a house, then you're almost starting from zero again from a certain age. But as long as you're doing that when you're young enough, still in your 20s, then particularly with the age of sort of retirement going up as we get older and it getting more expensive for the government to pay state pensions, then that's still long enough for someone to build their pension pot back up. So that could be something that they come back to in the consultations that they're doing now.
And through life, people should always be progressing anyway, and getting a better salary. Should never be too comfortable on the same salary.
No, ideally, yeah. I mean, the sort of elephant in the room is that when we're talking about budgeting and everyone can do this a little bit more with what you've got, try and earn as much as you can as well.
Yeah. Side hustles,
whatever it might be. Yeah, look, go into your employer, putting together really well thought out arguments as to why you should be paid more. Mm-hmm. And that will happen if you're productive and if you're hardworking.
So with the Help to Buy ISA and the Lifetime ISA, could you potentially have both and get the government to support you in both when it comes to time to buying a house?
Yes, you can have both. You can also transfer your Help to Buy ISA into your Lifetime ISA.
Okay.
So with the Help to Buy ISA, you put in, is it £3,000 or no? You get a monthly maximum, don't you? That you can put in
£200 a month. Yeah.
You can do a top up to start, and then it's £200 a month.
Yes.
And then you're capped out until you get to £12,000, and then you can use that, and then the top up once you buy your house. You can just move all of that into your Lifetime ISA, and you can get the benefit immediately. So with the Lifetime ISA, they give you the bonus as you go, instead of giving it to you when you buy a house. So I personally think that they're just better.
So they give it to you as you go, you're saying. So you're saying if I save £4,000 this year,
if you put £4,000 in today,
yeah,
normally within 30 days or so, you'll have the £1,000 added into that pot.
Put into your account. And you couldn't just withdraw that money to go and buy something else that's not a house.
No, you can obviously withdraw the money, but what happens is you get penalised 25%.
Ah, got you.
That might sound like they're just taking the bonus back off you.
Yeah.
But it's a little bit more of a penalty than that. So if you put £100 in and you get 25% bonus, you get £125.
Yeah.
If you then took out that £125, it's 25% on 125.
Okay.
So you're getting back 90 odd instead of the £100 you put in.
Yeah.
So it's
that's actually very smart.
Yeah, no free lunches.
That's good. That's a good idea. I think I might, because I have a Help to Buy.
Yeah.
And I actually stopped paying into it once I reached the 12,000 because it's a bit pointless.
Yeah.
Going, because now I'm just saving at a terrible interest rate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, with a Lifetime ISA, there's a lot. Most of the major investment platforms or banks will have them now, and particularly if you go through a platform, then you don't have to just hold that in cash. You can invest that money as well if you wanted to.
Okay, so but that only works for first-time buyers when they're buying a property. So if someone's already bought a property and they're saving on a Lifetime ISA, the only great benefits will be saving towards the pension.
Correct. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And there's the slight new quirk or difference to a pension and a Lifetime ISA for